I'm a student at Bethel, and it's an online program. And what that means is that we do all of our coursework online, but we come to campus 3 times throughout our program to do clinical training and workshops. And at our final workshop that we do there, they had Grow Midwives come and speak to us about contract negotiations and kind of the status of midwifery in the United States right now, and like what that looks like for pay, and so all kinds of those kinds of details. And thankfully, because of COVID, I got to see her twice. And last Monday, I got my first offer from a provider, and I looked over the contract, and within about 10 minutes or so, I could quickly identify several things that we had discussed with Grow Midwives that I knew weren't gonna work. Based on what I see there, I can already tell that it's not even worth negotiating, because it's just not a good contract and it's not supportive of midwifery. And so I was able to find, Ginger today and tell her, like, all it took was a workshop with her to really tell me what my value is as a nurse midwife, to tell me not just the salary, because that's just one number out of so many numbers in those contracts, but what specific things to look for, like tail coverage, your CME, all those things that you don't even think about as a new grad. And that's even before I've hired her to do a contract review, which I do plan on doing, but not with this one, because it's not worth my time. After listening to Ginger speak, a few of the things that I was looking for in that contract were what was my malpractice insurance looking like? Did they cover tail insurance or not? Ginger's spoken a lot about that, and it's really important, and now I know what that means, and I know the value of what that means. She also talks about the value of other providers and your other like providers, whether it's NPs or other midwives. And I happen to know what another offer, I had a kind of an oral offer from someone else in that community, which automatically triggered me that was the expectation that I should have. And so when this offer was less, I knew, again, that I can use that to buffer my decision of, like, just because it's less or more, was that still a value or not? A few other simple things. What were the vacation days? What was CME? So just lots of those little details that as a brand new midwife, I would never have even thought to think of that had I not had this offer. Additionally, we're at a conference right now, and one of my colleagues said, "Oh, I'm thinking about going to the Grow Midwives workshop. Do you think I should go?" And I said, "Absolutely." She's a new grad. And it occurred to me that there's people like her, like so many new grads who haven't had this content, and they're accepting offers, and they're getting jobs that aren't respecting their time and their education. Grow Midwives talks about what value do we bring to our practice? What money do we bring to that practice, and where does that money go? If I'm bringing extra value to that company, then I need to see some of those dollars as well. I would highly recommend that you check out Grow Midwives. First, again, I haven't paid them anything. I mean, I've attended workshops where they've been, and already I can see that those workshops are giving me information that are making some pretty big decisions in my life and kind of directing where I go. I have colleagues who have paid them to do overviews on their contract and look through those details and give them feedback for negotiations. And those colleagues have given me very great reviews of the things that Grow Midwives has done for them, and they were able to negotiate pay, negotiate up loan repayment, negotiate up all kinds of things. And this was a friend who had a pretty good offer to begin with, that if I had looked at it based on what I know, I would have accepted it immediately. And she was able to still negotiate things up after having Ginger review her contract. So I can't wait to get that first contract that I'm excited about and take it to Grow Midwives and see how much more I can get out of that contract.